Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to The Practical Mum. I'm Natalie, we're a family of 4 and please follow along on our journey of trying to reclaim a bit of financial freedom, get a handle on our finances and save up for a really exciting holiday to Disney World in Florida in January. So this is October week 3 that I am stuffing for. It's been a little bit of a spendy week this week with all the Prime Day and everything. We have gone a little bit mad with the Christmas pot, so that has had a little bit of a depletion, as well as some other bits and bobs that I bought for myself. And you know, I bought some clothes and some other stuff like that. So what I've done is actually unstuffed absolutely everything, which you will have seen in my previous video, and taken everything that's been saved to the bank. And I've also sort of completely emptied out my purse now, and we're just going to start afresh today. So this is what's left over from this week. I think there was also a fiver, but I've decided that I'm just going to restuff that in the budget for this week. So I'm just going to be filling in one savings challenge with this £3, and these coins are all just going to go into my piggy bank. So, how has everyone else's week been? I can't have been the only one affected by the Amazon Prime sale. I mean, that's been quite a... Let me just turn the baby monitor down so you can't hear quite so much white noise in the background, you know, needs must. So, but yes, I can't have been the only one affected by the Amazon Day sale. Well, it was an issue anyway, but it was all for a good cause. It was all for Christmas. So we've made some decent headway, and I've just got a couple of things left to buy. So there's my piggy bank all nice and full, so he can go away now. And with this £3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my savings challenge in my very nice updated binder, which I'll be filling in with you guys now. And so we're going to pick the 3. I actually really like the way these challenges have turned out, and hopefully by the time you see this I will have actually listed this for sale in my Etsy shop. So I'm actually really excited about that. I don't know if now's actually the time considering the postal strikes and everything, but we'll give it a go and see how it goes. Anyway, so I'll just pop them in there. Don't worry about that. That was just an experiment to see how double-sided would turn out, and it turned out, well, not quite so well as I'd hoped anyway. So let's have a start with my purse anyway. So in my purse, who is now nice and empty, and let's restuff some of this. So I actually should have 165 to stuff today. Let's just count it for you. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So that's £265 to be stuffed today. Beautiful, wonderful. So let's make an easy one first, and my food shopping will be getting a very standard 120. We always live in hope that that's going to come under a little bit closer to the 100 mark, but in reality I usually do spend 110 to 120 most weeks. We do buy a lot of meat. My husband and I are both powerlifters, and my husband has a very big appetite and a high amount of calorie needs given the job that he does, which is very, very physically demanding, and the amount of training that he does as well. And he's just a very naturally slim person, so to maintain the sort of body size that he does, it takes a lot of feeding anyway. Petrol will be getting £20, and that's lovely there. Go in there nicely so you look all pretty there. There you go. Spending is getting £10. Now I'm undecided whether or not to start splitting this in between my husband and I did last week, but then I don't know, we'll come back to that one in a minute. We'll see what's left. Family Fun is getting 15, because we've got hopefully we're going to go out on Sunday and do something. We're either going to go to the car boot and sort of play a little game where we give each other sort of a fiver and come back with silly presents for each other. Or maybe we'll go pumpkin picking. We'll do one or the other Sunday, and then we'll do the other one next week, so that'll be nice. Home and garden, I don't think he's getting anything, but we're going to come back to that one. And clothes is going to be getting £5. I mostly try and keep a fiver in here just in case when I'm in Tesco's I do come across something for the boys. Oh, there's a fly, go away fly. Something for the boys that I really like, you know, a top or whatever. So I just like to keep a little something in there just in case there's something that I come across that I need to pick up. So that's my purse all done for this week anyway. I think we might come back, but then again we might not. Now the exciting bit, I've got my lovely brand new envelopes that I made this week. They're actually inspired by Budget Save Grow. If you haven't seen her already, you really need to go and check her out. She sort of makes her own envelopes, and she uses the Dymo, well, I think she uses it, I assume so anyway, so that's what I've got anyway to make these labels. And I just thought they looked so cool. So I sort of emulated her a little bit, and I've made some like out of wrapping paper and scrapbook paper and stuff, and I really love them. I think they're so super fun. Right, Disney has got in it at the moment my £400 placeholder that if you saw my previous video, you see that I unstuffed this and took it to the bank and replaced it with a £400 placeholder that I made. So that's going in there, and my little track is coming out. So Disney is getting £20, as I do try and keep on top of putting £20 in there every week. And as I'm selling bits and bobs on Vinted and stuff, I have been using any sort of extra sales or side hustle money that I've got to actually try and pay off my credit card a little bit. But as we're getting a bit closer to Christmas and to the holiday, I think maybe that should probably start going in here, to be honest, to try and get a bit closer to the £1,000 mark I was hoping to get by. So that's 420 in there now, plus the $10 bill, which doesn't quite fit in the envelope, but we'll forgive that because, you know, we don't actually use dollars apart from this one particular one that we found in an old purse. So I was hoping to get about £1,000 by January together to take with us on holiday, because my son's birthday is also going to be out there, and I want to give him a little bit of money to like buy a toy or something while we're out in the parks that day. So I think we're going to have to start putting the side hustle money in there instead of off the credit card until after that. Right, Christmas is getting £20 because this has been somewhat depleted in the sales, as I mentioned, and it needs a little bit building back up again because there's still a couple of things that I really do need to buy. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, £60 in there now. Lovely. I don't know how well this one's actually going to hold up, because I had this random sort of little bit of scrap of wrapping paper left over from the wrapping paper I used to wrap the Christmas presents on my eldest first Christmas. So, you know, it wasn't enough to actually wrap any other presents, but I've kept hold of it just because I thought it was so pretty. So I've made it into an envelope, so that's really happy. I do hope that it does last a long time, even if it is a bit flimsy because it's only wrapping paper. But anyway, birthdays isn't getting anything because I bought my son's birthday present in the Prime Day sale, so I don't have any other birthdays coming up for a little while, apart from my own. But actually that's not true. My nephew's is coming up in December. No, that can be left for this week. I'll probably buy his in November, so we'll think about that in November, because October is a 5-week month and it's a little bit busy, isn't it? So it's a little bit tight. So eating out, I am meant to be going out tomorrow night, and I'm not decided or not whether or not I'm going to go. I can't say I'm really in the mood, nor is it really in the budget, but tell you what I'll do. I'll put 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll put £30 in there for now, and then it's budgeted for, and if I decide I'm not going to go, I can always cancel it and restuff that somewhere else, or leave it there and have a takeaway maybe. Wales is where I put my sort of falling leaves challenge and the £30 that was in there, and I hadn't intended on adding to that today because it's got £30 in there and it doesn't really need anything because we're not going home until Christmas time, so that's fine for now. Car isn't getting anything today. Pets are getting £5. There's 130 in there at the moment, and that's going to be a bit depleted now on Monday because they're going to have their boosters, which are getting ridiculously expensive. Health is getting £5, and that's there for any like prescriptions or anything that's needed. Kids swimming lessons, they're getting £10 because that's coming up to be paid soon. And protein is getting my very last £5. Sad. Oh, that's not right at all because the boys need £10. Where have I gone wrong? Where have I gone wrong? It's the eating out that's done it. That's the eating out that's done it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take £10 out of Christmas because I can't not put anything in the boys' envelope. That would be bad parenting. So their savings definitely needs doing every week. And if I decide I'm not going out tomorrow, or if there's anything left when I go shopping, that will definitely go straight away back into Christmas. Yes, that's what we're going to do. That £30 could be much better spent elsewhere. But what we are going to do is we are going to go out and we're going to have a nice time because, you know, it's being a mum is sometimes a little bit overwhelming personality-wise, and it is nice to go out and do something just for yourself. So anyway, apart from that note, that is everything, and I am really pleased actually with how these have turned out. They're a little bit bubbly, but they are homemade, so we know we can't complain too much. I think they've turned out quite nicely. But you know, as much as I would love to spend a lot of money and support some of the lovely Etsy sellers who I have a newfound respect for after how fiddly sort of these peekaboo ones were to make, I needed like quite a few to do all of these. I mean, look at them all. There's loads, absolutely loads. And I think I would have probably spent an absolute 3 times more than I actually did to make these. And as much as I would have loved to, it's not really in the budget at the moment. But anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure to have you. If you enjoyed seeing this cash stuffing, please like and subscribe. I would love to see you again. Thank you very much and have a fabulous rest of your week. Thank you and goodbye.